What's up, meatheads? Welcome to the video. It's your boy Cinder back with another video. If you like lifting, then consider subscribing to this channel. So it's been over a year since I made my first video about the home gym. Yeah, and 1 year has passed. I've made some good gains. This place still looks like a dungeon, but I have added a few pieces to the gym, so I thought it's a good time to make an update about the home gym. So let me start with my most recent purchases, going back to the older purchases. So I will try to do my best to put all the links of these items down below. Obviously, some of them are regular hardware items and some of them are DIY, so good luck with that. So last year I started with the most basic setup: plates, barbell, rack, bench. And it's been like that for a few months until I decided to get a little more equipment. So the most recent purchase I got for the gym is this trap bar from Underdog Philippines. It's called the Underdog R1. It's their cheaper trap bar, and it's an open trap bar. It's really nice. I really like how it was constructed. The steel that they used seems to be really quality. It's probably the only orange strap bar in the world, so I take pride in that. It's self-jacking, so you don't need to break your back bending over loading plates. It also has a really long loadable sleeve length, so you can load a lot of plates on this. They also respond really well and are very flexible with the shipping. The only things that I wish that they would improve with this bar is actually add some knurl in the handle. So I actually requested them to add a knurling on my handles, but unfortunately they didn't have stock of solid knurled steel shafts. So I guess I'm gonna purchase that from them once they have it in stock. I also wish that they used proper sized sleeves. I understand that materials here in the Philippines is not that easy to get. You can't really clip the bar because of that. So if you're gonna load like 7 plates on this, it's probably gonna slide off. The plates slide on loosely and you can't really clip them with collars because the diameter of the loadable shaft is small. So the only solution to this is use those collars that have a threaded locking. I'm still looking for some. The ones that kind of look like competition collars. Aside from those cons, the trap bar is really great. It's a really good purchase in my opinion. The next thing on the list is I got my own Slingshot from Mark Bell's website itself. So this is a more modern design. The old one that I borrowed had a different look to it. Very minimalist design with a logo in the front and it says original Slingshot in the back. I am around 90 kilos body weight and I bought an XL, the original version. The next thing I got are some chains. So I did a lot of research with training with chains, the right kinds of chains to purchase. And luckily enough, I went around all the hardware stores here in Baguio City and I found one store that sells the right size. I found some 5/8 chains. I got around 10 kilos per side, so 10 kilos per cut. I also got some 1/4 lead chain, so it's the smaller chain that hangs on the bar. And I got a few pieces of carabiner. So if you have a hardware store around your area that sells ship chain, yeah, they call it ship chain, I definitely get those, especially if you're into accommodating resistance style training. The next thing on here is a platform. So I built a platform. I got 2 pieces of plywood and laid my rubber on top of the plywood completely because I'm a sumo puller. I don't really like the kinds of platforms that have wood in the middle because you tend to step on the edges of the wood and the rubber and that can mess your technique sometimes. So I like pure rubber on top. It really did help a lot with the shock in the building. I realized that if you have a hard surface under the barbell, it will kind of distribute the shock between the 2 sides of the plates that will hit the floor and spread it out through this one 4/8 surface, which is the plywood. So yeah, if you deadlift a lot, cheap and easy way to make it a little more quiet and a little less shocking. It's not really that hard to build. A quick YouTube video by whoever is enough to build your own platform. The next is I got some Olympic dumbbells from Shopee. These were really cheap. I kinda doubted the price, but I bought them anyway. And they arrived and they actually are okay. They work really well. I don't have any complaints with them. I'll leave a link of this one down below. They're cheap but effective. So if you're like me and you only have 1 pair of change plates each, so I only have 1 pair of 15s, 1 pair of 10s, 5s, 2.5s, and 1.25s, then you're probably going to have a hard time loading these dumbbells. Luckily enough, I have an extra pair of 1.25s that I bought years ago when I was just starting to train. So that way I can at least complete the weight by adding 1 plate on one side and then the rest of the smaller change plates on the other side. Next item on the list is I got a safety squat bar. So this is a definite go-to if you have a home gym and if you like to build your squat for real. It was definitely a lifesaver for me, especially if you have a lot of nagging injuries. A safety squat bar will be a very big tool in your squat journey. It also opens the door to a lot of variations like SSB front squats, SSB Bulgarian split squats, SSB lunges, and all sorts of unilateral leg movements that you cannot really do with a straight barbell. I was fortunate enough to have my friend sell this to me at a really cheap price, so I grabbed it right away. Last but not the least, I got a Landmine post from Iron Supply. If all you have is a barbell, you're really only limited to some bilateral movements. Getting a Landmine posts opens the door to some unilateral movements. It's obviously a very cheap and very useful tool, especially if you are limited with free weights. So yeah, that's it guys. I hope that all these new tools will help me get stronger. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you guys are staying strong and staying safe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.